Everyone wants a peaceful world. Governments want it. Citizens want it. Even spiritual leaders long for it. But peace doesn't come from slogans or global summits. It begins somewhere much smaller, inside each and every person. The Avatamsaka Sutra says, if one person can transform their own mind, the entire world will begin to change. Think about it. When one person erupts in anger, the whole household feels it. But when one person finds inner peace, their calm softens everyone around them. In today's world, we see injustice, violence, division, and crisis everywhere. But have you ever asked, where do these problems really come from? They're not random. They are the ripple effects of ungoverned minds, of craving, rage, and confusion left unchecked. A greedy politician can hurt an entire nation. An unethical business person can damage the planet. A father who can't control his anger can destroy his own family. The real root of suffering isn't war or poverty. It's craving, anger, delusion inside the human heart. A story. The King and the Stone Mirror. It's said that during the time of the Buddha, a king once asked, "How can I bring peace to my people and prosperity to my land?" Instead of answering right away, the Buddha led him to a large, rough stone. "Look into this rock," the Buddha said. "Tell me what you see." The king looked, puzzled. "I see nothing, just a jagged boulder." The Buddha smiled. Just like the human mind, if it is never refined, it will never reflect the light. If you wish to rule wisely, start by refining your own heart. When the ruler's mind shines, the whole court is illuminated. When people's hearts are calm, the nation will thrive naturally. Self-cultivation isn't some distant ideal. Many people think self-mastery is for monks or hermits in temples. But in truth, when you pause before yelling at your child, that's self-cultivation. When you feel ashamed of your mistakes, that's self-cultivation. When you apologize sincerely instead of clinging to your pride, that too is self-cultivation. It's about adjusting yourself, moment by moment, looking deeply within and slowly transforming your craving, anger, and delusion, day by day. That is what makes you extraordinary. Not power, not talent, but your ability to shine light inward and calm the storm within. And when you do that, you've already planted a seed for a peaceful, thriving world. When a person learns to calm and transform themselves, the very first place their inner peace can ripple into is the family. No nation is built from nothing. Every society is made of homes, like bricks in the foundation of a great civilization. The Book of Songs once said, "Cultivate the self, then harmonize the home. Harmonize the home, and you can govern the nation." Imagine a home where the father carries compassion, the mother stands grounded and calm. The children are raised with understanding and love. In homes like that, we wouldn't need so many rules because ethics would already be taught at the dinner table. A family doesn't have to be rich. It just needs to be kind. In today's fast-paced world, many parents give their children everything: toys, clothes, the best schools. But what children need most isn't stuff, it's presence. A meal without phones, a walk in the park, just listening to their little stories. A hug when they fail. These moments may seem small, but they grow a generation of inner strength. A Buddhist tale, the mother who practiced at home. Long ago, a poor woman lived on the edge of the city of Savatthi. Her husband had passed, and she raised her son alone by weaving leaves. They had almost nothing, except deep love and dignity. Every day she would tell her boy, "You don't need to be powerful. Just be a good human being." That child grew up to be wise and kind, eventually ordained by the Buddha himself. When asked, "Who was your first teacher?" he smiled and said, "My mother." She never wore robes or entered a temple, but her compassion and steady heart were my first path to the Dharma. Indeed, family is the very first place of transformation. You don't need to go on retreats to practice. Start right where you live, with those you love. Learn to listen when your partner says something that triggers you. Learn to say sorry when you slip and hurt someone. Learn to stay quiet instead of throwing more fuel on the fire during a fight. Because when you shift the way you love at home, you're laying the foundation for a more peaceful world. Why does this matter? Because the child who feels heard today will grow into an adult who knows how to listen. The wife who feels respected will plant seeds of love in return. The husband who learns to pause and reflect will become a father who doesn't wound others. And when these families connect, they create communities of compassion. And those communities become the soul of a stable society. Within all of us, there is a deep wish to change the world for the better. Some run for office, hoping to bring justice. Some start companies trying to reshape society. Some even pick up weapons claiming to fight for what's right. But real change doesn't come from power, wealth, or force. It begins when people turn inward and transform themselves. As the Avatamsaka Sutra says, even a speck of dust when touched by awakening can reflect the entire universe. Likewise, a single mindful person can ripple calm and clarity throughout their entire community. To bring peace to the world, we need homes that radiate peace first. A person who cultivates themselves becomes a compassionate parent, a kind partner, a steady friend. Families built on love become the seeds of strong communities. And when those communities grow, society becomes whole and thriving. A society rooted in ethics, compassion, and presence is the only soil where true peace can grow. A story from the Buddha's time, the king and the mirror. Long ago, a powerful king asked the Buddha, "How can I keep peace in the land? How can I make sure my people live in harmony?" The Buddha didn't answer right away. Instead, he took out a polished bronze mirror and placed it in front of the king. He said, "Your Majesty, if you wish for the kingdom to truly prosper, keep the mirror within your heart free from stain." If every person in your court reflected on themselves daily and didn't let craving, anger, or delusion control them, you wouldn't need to rule with swords or fear. To bring peace to the world, we don't need heroes. We need awakened hearts. One person who can hold back their temper, can stop a war from starting. One person willing to truly listen, can mend a broken neighborhood. One kind soul can inspire a whole generation. You don't need to do anything grand. Just stay unshaken when temptations rise. Stay kind when the world feels unfair. Hold your own light so no one else has to suffer from your shadows. And if you can do that, you're not just changing the world out there. You're creating paradise right inside your own heart. Better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. The Dhammapada. You may never be a president, a founder, or someone standing on a world stage, but if you can keep your heart clear in a chaotic world, you're already offering something priceless to humanity. A father who listens to his child, a mother who chooses forgiveness, a citizen who lives with kindness, not driven by craving, anger, or delusion. Each one is a seed of greatness, and when these seeds take root, they grow into forests, into villages, into cities. We get a stronger nation, a more ethical society, a more peaceful world. In the Anguttara Nikaya, the Buddha said, "Just as a single candle can light hundreds more without losing its flame, so can one awakened being ignite the hearts of many. You are that candle." So start today with something small. One deep breath, one kind word, one choice that doesn't create suffering for anyone. Because when you transform yourself, you are quietly, powerfully, lighting up the world. If this message touched your heart, let your light shine further. Like this video, share it with someone you love, and help light another candle. Thank you.